Sorry, I just take.
That sounds like other people's shit.
Yeah, I don't understand it. You just take things.
When you want?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Like, what's the fucking point?
Hold on, I gotta turn on my weeb-ass avatar. Alright, I think everything is on. Stream on. People here? Snacks got? Let's get into it. I won't even give the stream like the normal 2 minutes to load and tell everybody that we went live. I'm shocked and thrilled that everyone is here. Alright, servers are up. I haven't updated to version 11 yet, because I'll do that after the game. So the new version will hopefully have some performance improvements, but the worst thing about updating Foundry is I have to update all the modules as well, and oftentimes they break or they have issues working with each other, so I like to give it a good 5 days to unfuck everything. Link me your dankest cantrips. Yeah, fill up the combat log. Only one.
I don't have any.
Well, I guess you're omitted from the fun.
Oh.
I never get to spam cantrips. There. Booming.
Good. I like
We
Rain's
booming,
mate.
boys.
Don't boom yourself.
Oh,
Too late.
okay.
He boomed himself.
Don't boom Rain.
Oh, alright. Okay then.
This is fine. This is okay, as long as Dreon doesn't get hit.
Dreon might die.
You say as I have the boom
Don't do
poised over Dreon.
Don't do it.
But what if I do it?
And I'm gonna go play Vampire V whatever with my
Don't
girlfriend.
you
so
do
we'll
it. Don't you do it. That's
that's
all that's Dreon.
I'm sorry. There's a new expansion out for Vampire something or other. I gotta go play it. Bye.
V Rising. It was pretty good. You should play it too.
Okay, I'm getting up to go play it. Bye.
Bye.
I mean, I'm eager to play. I just, I gotta go.
God
You can
damn it.
play it and D&D at the same time.
Don't
Ooh.
give him ideas. I already know all of you are playing fucking Lord of the Rings while playing D&D.
Whoa, some of us are.
That is just Drew and...
Yeah, some of us are playing Fate Grand Order. Come on.
I'm in a work call.
Yeah,
look.
we're all just.
You shouldn't say that on
very
stream, I
focused.
think.
No, it's consensual, or whatever the right term
What
is.
are you doing? What are you doing?
Consensual berries.
Consensual phone calls. That's good.
I feel like all phone calls are consensual. Like, how do you...
No, on that note, it's anybody there?
Previously on Arctis Ascended. That's right, I said it. You all are traveling deep into the roots of Sika, the world tree of Auralia, the realm of eternal light. Sika, hidden away from the rest of this enchanted forest by the other ever-growing trees of Auralia, Sika has been shrouded from the light of the sun for many years, as it has gone into some sort of strange hibernation with the disappearance of the Arborians. As you have learned, the Arborians have a close tie to the ley lines of Arctis, as their revered ancients of their lore are the progenitors of the ley lines that run through Arctis, their roots spanning across the continent, allowing for the flow of magic to go uninhibited through through each of the unique continents of Arctis. As Sika grew sick and withered, it must have had some sort of adverse effect on the magical streams of Auralia, but the extent of the damage so far has been hidden from prying eyes. As Bonsai, Drayon, Flix, and Rain have wandered through the deep whispering woodland, you came across an old woodland crone or hag who had made her home within the woodland. And she, along with, well, the rest of your party, allowed Bonsai to discover the secrets of the Arborians that were hidden inside of him all along. Bonsai and their heart appeared to be more of construct in nature than anything. A swirling and twisted mass of vines, all surrounding a central, heart-like nut mechanism that functioned as the Arborian's heart. And each one of the Arborian's hearts had the distinct markings of whatever world tree that they were closest related to. Bonsai's being Sika, the world tree of Auralia. As Bonsai had discovered their heritage within Sika, you also discovered that the world tree had not bloomed in quite some time, thanks to the disappearance of the Arborians. As the Arborians were fighting back against the malign presence of the Slow, they and their close messenger guardians, the Were-Ravens, too had disappeared. But now, as you enter the roots of Sika, you have discovered a festering rot underneath the world tree. And the once messengers to the Arborian guardians of the ley lines, the Were-Ravens, have become twisted, stuck between forms, a combination of human and raven, now known as twisted harpies that populate the soggy, rotting roots of the world tree. And deep within Sika, you discovered more evidence of the festering rot. Trying to think how to put this. A serpentine hydra-like entity, known as a Zmai, had made their home within the roots, being taken care of by the plague and rot harpies that surrounded it. And through its ever-growing heads and eternal regeneration, you all quickly put it to the sword, chopping off its heads and searing the ends with fire, in hopes that they would not regenerate. One head, entirely disintegrated by rain, was certainly gone, with the other two being kicked into the crevasse that gaped below Sika and did not seem to have an end. As you defeated the Zmai and kicked the remaining regenerating heads, or non-regenerating heads, down into the crevasse, Bonsai had summoned his steed to his side, and unfortunately brought in a flock of bone buzzards with it, and luckily didn't bring the attention of additional harpies. But now the buzzards are causing quite a ruckus within the roots of the tree. You're not quite sure what is going to arrive. We will continue now at the roots of Sika, as you are still being pursued by the bone buzzards. One moment, please.
You forgot the most important part of the story, where Drayon kicked a buzzard into a pit. Come on.
There were heads kicked into the pit.
I think in my headcanon, even though I did not say this, so it didn't happen, Drayon yelled, "So get in the pit and try to love someone," as he kicked the bone buzzard down.
I'm not sure if that's exactly how it went, but that sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
It sounds like what I remember.
One moment, please, as we are still in combat and an appropriate banger must be played.
It's certainly not the helpful hag. There we go. I can bang to this.
The sweltering, hot, and moist roots of Sika stink with perpetual rot. The plague harpies that have made their homes here have been interrupted from their feast of flesh. As body parts are strewn about the cave, behind Flix and Drion, an endless chasm gapes behind them, and bone collectors, fearsome buzzards that have been sitting outside of these rotting caves, awaiting just a hint of flesh for a treat, have spotted the spiritual steed and have given pursuit. The bone collectors, shall I remind you, are hideous amalgamations of buzzards and undead, with guts hanging out and an eyeball placed directly inside their beak. They screech and see at the same time, twisting their necks back and forth to find their prey. Currently, we are round 10 of combat, and it is Flix's turn. Flix, currently there is a plague harpy to the north. There are just two bone collectors still pursuing. Bonsai's steed is currently under Bonsai, and Rain, and let's see, Drian is next to you, and Rain is a little bit to the north. We will start with you. One bone collector is flapping over the chasm, and the other one is quickly descending on your position.
Right. These birds are disgusting, and look at all the entrails, Drion. Do you see? Hey, Drion, how would you like to be a lot larger? Bigger. Would you like to be large? Larger than you are currently?
But I'd still be a Leonin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Flix kind of makes a vague gesture at you and casts Enlarge on you.
Why is it giving me a saving throw? Can I just reject it?
You can reject it.
It's if you decide to resist, yeah. Because you have to be voluntary.
Oh god.
Wow, that was a cool effect.
Drion, you feel your body swelling in your clothing as well.
Whoa,
As
whoa,
so-
whoa.
whoa! What? As you are
Drion
finishing
is
the
so
sentence.
tumescent.
Oh,
Look how
my.
turgid he's become. I have this effect on all the kitties.
Can I get a DM rolling on where I have swollen?
All right, I'm gonna hit you with the horny bat.
Alright, that's fair.
Honk.
That's the reduce effect. Yeah,
That's the reduce. You are not reduced, you are enlarged. And Drion, you become a massive Leonin.
Rower.
I'm not sure how helpful this will actually be, but it entertains me, which is very important in the face of such disgusting avian adversaries.
Drian looks around, clearly torn between feeling really cool and also concerned.
Drion, you
Don't worry, there
double.
aren't any side effects that I'm aware of.
Your size doubles in all directions, Drion. You are now considered a large creature.
Oh lord, he coming.
Oh, Lord. Flix, what else are you doing?
Flix is hovering. I don't know why my elevation is 0. He's always hovering if he can help it. I'm going to go here in an effort to kind of bait the buzzard into chasing me so that we can flank it. I would like to move here, and I would like to taunt this bone collector.
Oh, okay. You can make me a relevant charisma-based check that you feel is appropriate.
How about, let's see, persuasion?
Sure.
Hey you, Slim Jim, come over here, get some meat or whatever it is that you do with your eyeball in your mouth. How does that even fucking work? You're so stupid. Come here. 21.
Oh. The bone collector twirls its head and spins its single eye to stare at Flix.
Right. Yes. How do you eat with that? Come here and explain it to me. moron.
The bone collector seems intent on chasing you, Flix.
I brace for its sudden squawky arrival.
Does that end your round?
Actually, I was talking. Can I also be defensive so that it has disadvantage to hit me? Or does actually no? I can't because I cast a spell. Yeah, that's my turn.
Yep. Next up, there's a plague harpy in the nest behind you that is currently not being CC'd anymore. Let's see. As Flix taunts the bone collector and flies above the mushroom, the harpy lets out a sorrowful caw.
Oh, what a jerk. Christina, I know
Yeah.
that one of these suckers has hex on it, but I can't remember which one from week to week, and it doesn't have the debuff.
I think the one you hex died, because I don't change the debuffs. So,
Oh, in that case, I'm sorry,
So-
can I use a bonus action to move hex to this bone collector then? I know it's after my turn. My apologies. I thought it was already applied.
No, you chose to concentrate on enlarge reduce instead.
Oh, that's a concentration spell. That's why. Okay, never mind. Oh, everything's fine. I made Rion big. It's all good. Apologies for not knowing my shit.
It's all good. I was like, because I was scrolling up and I saw hex was removed, and I was like, oh yeah, enlarge is a concentration spell. All right, that is gonna hit.
I think I made a good life choice.
Flix, you hear the screeching sound of the harpy just go straight to your brain as it hits you for 16 psychic damage. The harpy.
I hate that.
Let's see. It will make 3 sorrowful claw attacks.
Drion immediately shrinks.
Oh no, Drion! As Flix's concentration is tested, you suddenly find yourself smaller.
Wait, we barely got started, Drion.
Drion looks over, realizing he's small again. He looks over at Flix and just goes, "What the fuck was the point of that?"
Well, I got sad. It was her he sort of thumbs over at the plague harpy. You can blame her. Besides which, you couldn't stay big for me? Why not?
Drion says nothing.
Oh! As Drion speaks to Flix, the sound of the men talking spurs the harpy into a fury. Drion, you too are hit with 14 psychic damage as the caw echoes through your head.
Come on now. I barely count as a man.
Drion is all that is man, I hear.
Well, he is small at his man now.
Bonsai,
You're a man at any size, Drion.
your steed would be up, unless
Would be.
you don't want him to be.
Oh no, of course he is. Scythius, the steed, is going to do what he always does and see the nearest danger and leap towards it. So he's going to fly and pounce. But when he gets within 10 feet, Bonsai's held action from last round is going to take effect because otherwise Bonsai was doing nothing.
That is correct.
So that, by the way, I didn't do this before, but Bonsai is a mounted combatant, so whenever I'm attacking anything that is regular size or smaller, I attack with advantage.
Oh, that is incredible. Very good.
So he is going to, or they are going to use their whip first for a double attack here
Okay.
with advantage.
That'll hit.
No smite.
For a combination of 18 damage, you slice clean. Excuse me, is that Bonsai slicing clean through the harpy with his
Bonsai
with
is
their whip?
licking clean, cleaning off whatever was drooling out of the mouth of that plague-handed thing, and gonna do it again.
Oh,
With a
okay.
crit.
We like to see it.
Ah. I wish I had more spells.
Sai
Alright,
and
we're just gonna
Bonsai
do.
with this crit build, man. Somehow he always makes
Yep.
it happen.
I feel
We're gonna
like
add one.
it's important for me to point out that I have played 2 different crit fishing characters in 2 different games over the past year, and in 3 sessions, you've crit more than either of them combined over the course of that time.
Jesus.
Hey, you just gotta keep licking, and eventually something good'll happen.
God.
Holy shit.
This session, we have a problem tonight. I'm in favor of it, but
HR?
HR?
I'm at the office, but I don't know if we have HR. So that's gonna be 46 damage because he's going to use one spell cast of Divine Smite. So that is a lot.
Oh my god. The harpy screeches, its caw echoing throughout the cavern as Bonsai. Oh, and also since you roll a 20 on your whip, the target is stunned until the end of its next turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I thought that was never gonna happen.
It is
Yep.
stunned, and the harpy reels in the nest, stumbling and falling over.
It doesn't even get a save. That's fun.
It does not.
Cool. So yeah, and then immediately on the back of that, Saithius is going to come in here and get a claw attack, which is also going to be a pounce. It's going to have advantage because he's stunned.
It will make a strength save, but it can't because it's stunned.
Not
fails.
yet. I have to hit first. I have
Oh.
to hit.
Well, it automatically fails strength and dex saves. So we'll see how this works. That'll
Okay,
hit.
that hits. That's going to do some normal damage. A good 8 there. And now it fails its save.
Yep.
So it is now prone as well.
Oh, Jesus.
And Saithius can make a bite action as a bonus action. Also with advantage.
Also with advantage. That'll hit.
For normal. Ooh, for an extra 13 damage.
Woo!
Negative 80. Jeez.
Yeah, that's an automatic. It's an automatic fail because he's
yeah.
stunned. Yeah.
And yeah, Saithius is going to be pretty proud of himself, and that's going to be end of their turn.
The harpy, as you pounce into the nest on the back of Saithius, your whip tears feathers everywhere, and the harpy, reeling and stumbling, falls down into the bottom of the nest. And Saithius begins happening here.
Well, where do I want to go? Guess we could
I've got
go
this one, Rain.
here.
Try to help Dreon. He's not looking too great.
I can't actually see anything over there.
Oh yeah, it's out of Rain's vision. Rain currently cannot see the bone collector over there.
There we go.
No, she can.
Can't reach it though.
Yeah, it's a little far.
So we'll do this instead with the rest of our movement. Well, so we'll do this. And we will bonus action Mind Sliver.
Ooh. It'll make an int save. And fail with a 17, rolling a 19. It is mind slivered.
Yeah. And we'll go up here. And we will do our full round of attacks, because, yeah,
Rude.
rude.
We hate it. Advantage because it's prone.
That hits.
As everybody just stomps on the harpy that's within the nest. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And you hear...
We will add
Shouldn't have
Great
caught-
Flame Blade to that. Still targeted. Yeah, okay. This is the versatile. For extra 12 fire damage.
Okay. The harpy, bleeding profusely from claw wounds and singe marks, looks on the precipice of death.
Last attack.
Rain. Your last attack finishes off the plague harpy. What do you do?
I just kind of feel bad about it and just like stab it a couple times. Stomp on its head.
And did
Okay, I think it's dead. I'll insight check.
yeah?
We have insight on. My God, where's my insight? There it is. Nope. Okay, carry on. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Very good. Rain, does that end your round?
That's it.
Next up, a bone collector flying across the chasm. We'll choose a target.
Perhaps it too was enticed by my taunting. I'm making fun of their mouth balls.
You are making fun of their mouth balls. It's actually quite rude. It will fly. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Yeah, not on top of Flix. One north of Flix.
When it gets within 10 feet of Dreon, Dreon's gonna take an attack of opportunity and hit it with Polar Master and Sentinel.
Oh, okay.
Let's fucking
so-
go.
No, get that thing 10 feet away from me and it has 0 move speed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it would actually be here where it triggers, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. As soon as it moves into range.
Alright, and let
See,
me
if you were large, you would have done 2d4 on each of your attacks instead of 1d4.
You know
on
what?
that.
I'd love to be large, but someone stop concentrating on
Yeah,
me
someone
being-
can't concentrate.
It's really hard to concentrate when they're making sad bird noises.
That'll hit.
I'm sensitive.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, and speed is 0 now.
The bone collector falls to the ground. It can't move anymore. You clipped its wings as it tries to fly over you, and it stumbles, skidding across the dirt. It lifts its eye towards Flix, looking at him with a very pissed off expression.
I mean, Flix just kind of shrugs and says, I mean, that's just what you get for having mouth balls. That's your fault.
Let's see. It peers at Dreon with its mouth eyeball.
Let's see
Dreon,
it.
make me a DC 10 Wisdom save. You succeed and are not unnerved by the bone collector's bad omen stare. It screeches at you.
Dreon shakes it off and looks down. Trying to fight a cat on a cliffside. What's wrong with you?
The other bone collector will figure out that she's not on the correct movement reticle. 40 and this one will descend on Flix as it has been taunted by the Fae.
Wait, you were supposed to fly in a straight line, you idiot. Oh.
It closes its beak and it cannot see you and lifts its talons.
Again, with the mouth balls and not being able to do things. Who made you?
Bonsai, you're up.
Cool. Well, we're stuck in a saddle, so Bonsai is going to twist around and look at this bone collector and do an insight check.
What would you like to know?
Does it have any vulnerabilities?
Vulnerabilities. No, it does not. However, I will tell you instead that it is actually resistant to magic.
Oh, good to know. Yeah, Bonsai is going to communicate that, but doesn't seem relevant. And gonna ready an action. So if anything that's aggressive comes within 10 feet, Bonsai is going to lick them twice. And that's the end of their turn.
Okay. Dreon, after clipping the bone collector out of the air, it tries to peer at you and curse you, and you defy it. What do you do?
Dreon is going to make an insight check on the... Well, he's not going to do so with advantage, so I guess take the lower roll. Be 16.
What would you like to know?
Just HP bar.
The one next to you, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. One moment. There you are. The bone collector looks wounded. Its guts that were hanging out further.
All right. Dreon's going to swing at it.
Nice cock. You miss.
I was distracted by that.
Second one hits. Ooh, low rolling the damage? No, but it still kills the bone collector as it flaps around the ground onto the ground, Dreon. You bring your glaive to bear. What do you do?
Dreon is going to immediately turn and dart over behind the one attacking Flix. Yeah, because he get an attack of opportunity if I moved back 10 feet. Okay. And then Dreon is going to attack with advantage.
Damn, Dreon's a beast. That'll hit. Wow, 2 and an 8. For 8
Right.
slashing, you clip the
Get a
wing,
bonus
but
attack.
Ooh. Double 10s, it'll hit. And you bring around the butt of the spear, finishing off the bone collector hovering behind Flix. What do you do?
Dreon scampers over after killing the one. Immediately stops himself mid-run behind the bone collector, slashes at it, and then sees it's still barely up and turns the glaive to the backside and then hits it in the head with the butt, and then turns and looks over to where Rain and Saithias are. Are there any more? And that's gonna end his turn.
Flick says, well, this banger's still... Oh, never mind.
Oh. Dreon, despite looking really cool for a moment, is definitely bleeding and kind of wobbles unsteadily after the moment passes.
I wish I could lend you a hand, but, well, for once, I'm actually all tapped out.
The
Is there anything in my bag of tricks for you?
The flapping of wings stops, and the screeching of the harpies and bone collectors ends. And there is a stillness that falls over the cave as the thick, stinking rolls through.
Dreon looks at the assembled. Hate to be a pain in the ass, but I'm gonna need a little bit.
Yeah, no, that seems reasonable. But should we at least explore the rest of this immediate room, like where that Hydra thing came from, before we just trust wherever we're hunkering down?
Well, it does seem as though we should make sure that there are no lurking surprises.
That was my idea.
Why don't
yes.
you rest, Dreon? I'll have a poke round. Rain and I will.
Dreon is going to investigate the nest.
All right, Dreon, you look into the nest. Aside from the corpse of the harpy, you see fleshy remnants of an unknown organ.
Dreon turns up his nose and takes a seat against the wall.
Alex, as you fly over the blooms, these frond-like pink blooms are appearing from this root that is coming out of the wall. It sinks back into the lake, and as you fly over, you see various lice, bugs, mites, worms, and other louse crawling all over every inch of the bloom, devouring them as quickly as they are flowering. Wood lice crawl all over the exposed roots. Rain, as you look at the water where the Zmai came from, you see a significant amount of fleshless bones at the bottom of the wet pit. The water itself looks like it is pooled here because of moisture on the cave, as well as, well, moisture from the harpies. It's a combination of runoff and filth this Zmai was bathing in, and the root of Sika is dipping into it, and you can see the telltale signs of black and brown rot entering the wood.
This is the pool over
Yes. Mm-hmm. The pool, as you look into it, it is shallow towards the shore and gets deeper as you go back. You see countless bones lining the bottom, as many things have feasted and eliminated here, causing the water to be cloudy and tepid and disgusting. There is a stench that rises from the water, combination of dragon sweat and raw meat. There is a small stream of water that comes from the opposite side of the cave, some sort of natural runoff from a spring, probably further into the earth.
This place isn't bad. Might set up a little vacation cottage here.
A turd floats by.
It just has something to it. Je ne sais quoi.
You know what? Maybe we should talk to Koki about opening up a new hot spring here.
Right? Looks cozy.
Does anything catch Rain's eye, like scanning the bones that are
I
like
will
carpeting
assist
the
Rain
bottom?
in this endeavor.
Rain, make me an investigation check with advantage.
Now, ordinarily, I'd fly over the water and take a closer look, but I've learned my lesson in that regard. But I can if you ask very nicely.
Rain, I am going to have you. One moment, please.
No, Saithis, don't drink that.
Rain, roll me a D6 and a D4. One.
There we go. Two sides of the coin.
Rain, roll me a 1d100. $44. There are many bones here. Cracked, rotted, some with flesh still on it, some that have been clearly gnawed on by sharpened teeth, and cracked with beaks to have their marrow sucked out. There is one bone that appears to be thicker than the others, and your eyes pass over it. You think it's a troll bone at first, but you look closer. One of the ends is removed. It's a scroll case.
Use Mage Hand to pull it out of the muck.
Yeah, if it's too big, I can use telekinesis to just move stuff out of the way.
Covered in muck and rot and moss and fungus.
And take a quick look at it. Does it look like anything I recognize?
While you don't know the nature of the bone, the spell within you, as you open the scroll, has very ancient words of power. Rain, roll me one more 1d100, please. Rain, this is a scroll of gate.
Okay. Oh, this is dangerous.
To do. Let's cast it.
Rain, this is an insanely powerful spell. This must belong to the Arborians themselves, a piece of their ancient knowledge, the way to traverse the ley lines of Arctis, utilizing the magics to get to and fro, but things like this would have been coveted, highly protected, as it allows almost unbidden travel throughout Arctis.
Well, Flix, it is an exceptionally powerful spell, actually.
Oh, that's a pleasant surprise.
But also extremely dangerous. Well, most powerful spells are. I've
Or
only
extremely
ever
dangerous,
actually,
yes, that rather follows, doesn't it?
I've only ever actually heard of this spell. I have never actually seen anyone use it before. My vague understanding is it sort of allows travel between different planar locations, but unlike lesser powerful spells that allow you to immediately jaunt there, this one opens a semi-permanent doorway, so things can come through and go to and fro. Not the kind of thing you
Oh.
want to set up in your backyard, exactly.
Well, I mean, it depends. Perhaps you could set one end up in your backyard and the other end up in your favorite tavern or a butcher or a paramour.
No. You misunderstand me, Flix. It is primarily extraplanar that it deals with.
Oh, so we could
Not
set
of
up a
this
permanent
world.
gate between this world and another, like the dream or what have you?
Or it's already set up and things are already coming through, and this is how the demons are getting into Arctis.
Well, no, this spell has not had its power utilized yet, Bonsai. That
Sure,
said,
but this is just one of many, right? If they know how to scribe onto that scroll like that, they could have other scrolls and have already cast it multiple times.
well, this
Well,
seems
I mean-
like something the Arborians may have had, or a very powerful Arborian mage may have had some access to, so it's likely or possible that they did so themselves. To where and from where, I don't know, though.
And
Right,
Rain,
and like
just
most
because,
tools, it has good uses and bad uses.
because you can sense the emanations of magic, and you do understand the language that is written here, this was definitely written by Arborians. And if Arborians controlled the ley lines, which they would probably have a pretty good knowledge of how planar travel might work, but from what you are aware, their ley line routes only span Arctis. So this is very interesting.
It's actually interesting that they would even have something like this. From everything we've heard about the Arborians, they didn't seem particularly interested in other planes of existence. They seem
Do we really know
singularly-
anything about them?
Well, from what we learned from the friendly wood witch and what little we've learned from Bonsai, they seem to be keenly focused on the here and now with Arctis itself, the roots and all that. Anyway, maybe we're learning a little bit more than we knew about them.
It is interesting. Either way, I'm sure we can turn it to a useful purpose. Or if the magics are powerful enough, perhaps we can buy our way into the party with it. Powerful and rare enough.
This is not a spell I would want to give to any fairy that I've met, present company excluded.
Oh, thank you. I was about to be offended.
Well,
I would have
still
said
wouldn't
present
necessarily-
company included.
Well, I
How
was really
dare
being
you, Game
polite.
Master! I heard that!
It's very
You
dangerous.
all heard
magic.
that, right?
No, Flix, who are you talking to?
Hmm.
Are you talking to your sovereign?
Your patron.
You know, for all intents and purposes, yes.
This would be a very dangerous spell to turn over to anyone whose moniker is Mercurial Lord.
I mean, there's a certain amount of gating back and forth that all Fae do anyway.
Not like this, Flix. Imagine setting up a doorway to, well,
The Feywild.
or hell itself, and
Right.
Tiamat just walks through.
But
Why are we not
Mercurial
destroying this?
Lord aside, it would be far more likely for him to use it to set up a transport to the Feywild, not one of the 9 hells.
Are you sure about that?
Not really. I don't know him at all. I do hear
Well, and
he's
therein lies the
mercurial,
problem.
though.
Exactly. Anyway, this is very powerful magic, and I only know of a few people who would even be able to utilize this. And none
Well-
of them I would especially trust with it.
It's grody right now. Flix uses prestidigitation to clean it off. There, that's much better.
The spell scroll case is bone or ivory, possibly from an animal, gifted, of course. It is carved with vines and leaves, surrounding a central sun-like disc with spokes that interconnect with the vines. The little cherry-like blossoms that dot the surface give it an almost playful appearance. The top of it, also an intricately carved cherry blossom, neatly seals the tube and completely cuts it off from any detection of magic.
Does this is all nice and clean. I mean, it's in relatively good condition for the circumstances. And does this seem to have its own aura, like emanating its own power? The scroll tube itself?
The scroll tube itself will eliminate and prevent any sort of detect magic upon it, and will appear just as a normal case.
Interesting.
What about the spokes? Is that effectively a map of the local ley lines?
I don't know. Rain will look at it. Does it
No.
seem to have any real world application?
Make me an investigation check.
I will assist.
You both squint at it.
We both lean over and squint at the same time.
Huh? Rain, as you lift the scroll case and give it a good look, the inside of the sun-shaped icon that is surrounded by vines and cherry blossoms has a very light scratch, like a scratched surface. You initially thought that it was just texture, a part of the scroll that was recessed in to give it a more darkened effect. If a nice patina. As you
There's some nice Arcaniana over here.
some ancient Arctiana. You know what? Americana, Arctiana.
Yeah.
We'll work with it.
A little bit of Petroliana.
But as you run your finger across the circular part of the sun-shaped disc, it has distinct swirl patterns that emanate in 6 different directions. This seems like it is supposed to tell you kind of the vague origin point of the other world trees in the other regions of Arctis.
Oh. Interesting. It does look like it's somewhat indicative of sort of mapping the locations of the world trees. I don't know that it's accurate enough to rely on it as a map, but
it would be
It is very
very
fascinating.
like in Auralia, the swirls are more coalesced towards the northwest part of this little dais diagram. In Feronia, it's more centralized, and in Borealis, it's very much towards like the northeast.
okay.
Well, one way or another, this is a lot more than we knew before about the location of the world trees.
I mean,
sure this is of
mere
interest to
hours ago,
Bonsai.
we didn't even know there was a world tree, and now we know there are 6.
Right.
Does it show their roots intertwining, or are they all separate?
It's too small to really. It's not an exact map of the ley lines, but
Artist interpretation.
artist interpretation, they do touch each other in points. Yes.
It's kind of like one of those kids' maps of the United States. Like, you can kind of infer that the Grand Canyon is in Arizona, but it wouldn't lead you right there. You'd have to head over to Arizona yourself and look around.
Arizona. Yes.
Rain will tuck the scroll and case away. Actually, Rain will also go ahead and put their. Wait, do I have any more? I have at least one more scroll. Scroll of Feeble Mind and a couple other things in the scroll case. Tuck them away nice and snug.
Those scrolls will be immune to any sort of detect magic effect.
Not that rain wouldn't light up like a fucking candle if anybody used detect magic
Oh,
anyway.
of course.
But at least walking around with a 9th level spell won't register.
Just hide it in your lady pocket.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
Amazing.
No one will
Can you-
detect it.
Dreon wakes up at the mention of Lady Pocket.
Lady pocket.
You can fit a whole 9th level spell in here. You have no idea.
Pocket.
My pocket.
So much room for activities. Anyway,
Hey, rain. You got any gate? There.
well, do we want to dredge in the muck anymore, or shall we go help Dreon, well, sit with Dreon, really. I don't think any of us can do much to help him. Maybe take
this
a
tree's
little...
not growing back anytime soon, so I think we've got a little time.
I mean, the caverns do seem to continue on. So, surely the teeny-legged little Hydra Dragon was not the only thing, or at least wasn't the source of the corruption.
When you all get in eyesight of Dreon, you can tell that he's asleep.
Oh, reminds me of Vakashaba a little bit.
Yeah,
Yep.
this guy naps anywhere.
Large, furry, naps. I don't think he'd react as well as Akashaba does if
my
I
God.
decided to curl up on his fur, though. And he doesn't look as fluffy.
He is a furry.
Large furry naps, gets quiet during the lore, is always asleep during the lore.
Literally the worst.
No, did you see what I did to those bone collectors? That felt pretty cool.
It was pretty badass.
It was pretty cool. Rian is asleep.
Yep.
Well, I guess we're taking a rest. An elongated rest, perhaps?
Above board, I'm only looking for a short rest because I'm not one of those spell nerds.
Wow. All right. Do you all wish to take a short rest?
I could do a short rest. I still have a little bit of gas in the tank from a spells perspective. I don't know how Bonsai you're doing. I think you're the only other person who's going to need a long rest.
I got nothing, but I mean, I can still fly around and lick things.
I mean, I'm down for a long rest. I'm just saying I don't need one.
I can protect us either way. I mean, the dome lasts for a long rest. If we just want to try and take a long rest, it's just more likelihood that something bad might happen. That's all.
Up to you all.
Rain could also get a long rest from 4 hours, but I think Bonsai, you need you need to actually nappy nap, right?
You have the Akasha.
I mean, we Bonsai's not pushing for anything like that. Just making it very clear, like, hey, most of the power that Arctis has provided is not prevalent right now.
Well, I get the impression that whatever the source of this corruption is, it's further down. Unless we got really lucky, and when has that happened recently? So perhaps we long rest here, where in an area that we've already done a fairly good job of securing, and then we can press on, as opposed to taking a short rest here and getting ourselves into a jam later. Does nobody have any opinions? No?
Soft cat snores.
I'm just
Well-
talking to Saithius and Bonsai, okay.
Nope. I just would like to point out that this place is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're going to rest here, Flix immediately starts cleaning things up using telekinesis and prestidigitation around Dreon. So there's like a little Dreon, with a chalk line of filth directly around him, but everything else gets nicely cleaned.
You move some guts next to Dreon.
No, I don't move them next to him. I don't shove everything under Dreon like he's a rug. Although that's a great idea.
That has legs.
The nest is filthy from top to bottom. The bit of flesh that's piled at the top is probably a recent kill, but the entire nest is essentially a shell of feces and dried blood.
Oh, well, you know what? Perhaps let's not use the nest.
The dome kind of is a little bit self-cleaning and makes everything perfectly comfortable and habitable, so at least the smell won't bother us in here.
Yes, but I'll know that it's still out there.
How's that different than normal?
Well, it's a different level of filth.
I suppose. We've been in some pretty gross places, though.
Yes, but there wasn't as much poop in there. There's a lot of fecal matter here. And rotting meat. This is not a combination of smells, textures, or sights that I'm especially fond of.
I mean, I suppose you're right on the poop part.
Anyway, dome up. Time for nappies.
As you prepare Liamon's tiny hut, first I will ask, do you all first take your short rest? Yes?
Yep. At least let Drian get healthy.
As I assess the current threat level of the cave, you all may take your short rest. And Drian, since you are napping, we will say that due to the nature of the cave, something may happen
So are we
upon you
taking a
within the
long
hour.
rest?
No, just a short rest for now.
Yep, just doing a short rest.
Drian, I'm going to have you roll a d20, and if you roll a 13 or higher, something is going to happen upon the dome.
1 second. I'm trying to finish up my short rest, but I'm getting like a screen that will not go away.
Uh-oh. Take your time.
Take your time. Let's see. Okay, well, it recharged everything, so I don't know. Screen's just here. Okay, it's fine.
Make me a D, or roll me a d20. For the hour that you are here, all you can hear in the cave are the occasional gronking sounds of harpies dining. The cave is certainly still inhabited in certain places. They just haven't come across the carnage that you have caused within the hour. The hour passes, and as you all hunch within the tiny hut, thankful that it is temperate, not sweltering, and full of the horrendous stenches of the roots of Sika, it is a nice escape. But soon, your short rest has ended, and you can discuss with your allies if you wish to take a long rest. But you do hear the grunts and caws of feasting harpies within, and you know that danger is near. Something is probably going to happen upon you if you decide to take an extended rest. But that is a risk you may be willing to take.
Drian looks up after the short rest and stretches out, and miraculously is like just no longer covered in blood or wounds. That was good.
Oh, welcome back to the land of the living, Drian.
Not dead yet.
Yeah, if you're gonna stick around and keep me protected, we're gonna have to do something about that armor of yours. Why did you steal that from a gnome? Barely even covers your pecs.
It's a bad deal in Maginox, actually.
Oh, let's see. Well, I have this. Flix shakes out, reaches like all the way up to his shoulder into his satchel and drags out a glittering set of chainmail. Maybe this is better?
Can you link it?
It is this.
Resistance necrotic. I mean, I'm literally just wearing chainmail, so that is better.
Yeah, it should resize itself too. It's better.
Oh wait, no, yours has 15 armor. Mine technically has 16.
No, it's still one more AC than you have.
No, mine has 16. Yours has 15.
No, this one will be. This one will offer a total of 17.
Bonus. Yeah, because it's 15 plus 2, because it's plus 2 armor.
Oh, sorry, I misread it. I thought it was just to necrotic damage. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives you resistance to necrotic, which is pretty swell.
Elven. Who made this?
It is very fine and colored light purple. Seems to have an emblem of a bat along the center of it.
Yeah. Dreon just begins stripping in front of you.
I mean, you're covered with fur. How bad could it get?
Eh.
You weren't there for the Furminator episode of Combo.
Does the mane match the curtains?
It's graying, if that's your question. Do we need to? How do we do like this formal trade nonsense, Felix?
Lower
right,
left-hand
right.
corner, request trade.
Yep, bottom corner.
Bottom left corner of which?
The screen?
Of the main screen. Like below where our names are.
Like if you're looking at Foundry.
I've
Under players?
initiated a
Yeah.
trade request.
Nick saved my boomer ass.
There we go.
Boomer ass boomer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dreon's not a young man, you know.
That's fair. Everyone definitely have a thing to say about
Working this barter
politics right
technology
now.
is complicated.
You see Dreon like put the armor on and kind of like wiggle in it, trying to get it to fit right. It's clearly meant for someone elven, and he's a little brawnier than the average elf. But it fits and well, fancy, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of fitting for a fae. He says, kind of looking it over.
The
Right.
vaguely
And when
steely purple chain shimmers and fits Dreon perfectly. Dreon, you feel yourself steeled against the magics of undeath.
Dreon nods and mutters under his breath, "Oh, that would have helped the other day." Oh, all right, thanks. Are we moving? What are we doing?
Well, I mean, I have a little bit of gas left in the tank. It's more up to Bonsai, I think, if we want to continue to rest.
I think it might be better to make some progress here, and if we see something very scary, maybe we can stop back and rest at that point.
Well, I can always teleport us back to the ship if things get really bad.
Oh, that's handy.
No, I mean, I've recovered a significant portion of my abilities.
Dreon twirls the glaive around, Final Fantasy VII style. I'm good to go.
Dreon, know that I won't have any ability to heal you or bring you back up if you get in too much danger. So your discussion about plans might be even more important now than it was before.
No, it takes a lot to bring me down, but I appreciate the warning.
No, we haven't quite accomplished what we set out to accomplish here, right? We need to eliminate all the harpies.
We haven't accomplished anything that we came here set out to accomplish here.
We killed some harpies. That is a partial
Yeah,
accomplishment.
I did throw someone down a pit. That was kind of always something I wanted to accomplish.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, we have bucket lists. We're bucketing lists all over the place here. What do you think
But
of that?
in terms of finding some secret deals or whatever that would play with the Sealy courts of these parts from the Arborians or purifying Seeker, neither of those things have happened. So,
Oh, you know, when you're right, you're right.
Back to it then.
all right.
All right, well, shall we proceed as a group, or shall I scout ahead as I did before?
It would be good, but there's two directions here, right? There's around the corner over there.
Yes,
And
but
then
that
just through
part
this
leads
hallway.
near squirming entrails, which I'd rather not walk or fly near.
You can just fly around them, Flix. You fly.
All right, but what if they're awful in testicles and they spring out and try to grapple me?
I don't
Then
mind
we
taking
kill
a look.
them.
Dreon is gonna roll a stealth check.
All right, Dreon. You creep across the floor. Dreon, you approach the entrails. Make me a perception check. They sit upon the ground in many pieces scattered to and fro. Whatever has brought these entrails here has drug them further on into the cave to the north. this way.
Drian communicates telepathically. Looks like these didn't arrive here by accident.
Honestly, that
The
would be more
entrails?
concerning to me.
You think they crawled here on their own?
Drian, as you round the corner, the hallway proceeds to the north. And very, very further on, you see another piece of entrails. You squint, and just in the shadows, a faint glow from blossoms of Sika, and you see harpies hunched around a nest, busily gnawing, pecking at entrails, trying to steal them from one another.
Yep. More harpies over here.
You know, the harpies themselves might be the issue. Maybe we just cull this entire cave.
That might be something we do have to do.
Can't say I'd be that upset.
Like
Yep.
sort of sticking to the shadows and flitting from shadow to shadow, moves ahead to get an eye on what's going on.
The only downside to that is if we commit to that course of action now, we're a little bit committed, and if we expend all of our energies, if we do find something that is the source of this corruption, we might be too tapped to deal with it.
Yeah,
Is
that's a
there-
good point.
Was there another way out of here? And Drian gestures down the hall from where we all came.
Another exit? I think there was. There was a few splits after we came in that seemed to go back to the entrance, and we know there was at least 2 cave entrances on the outside, right?
Hmm. Well, it seems like this is the only way forward then, and he points down the hall.
Oh no, there's also that large hallway over there by where we rested.
No. All right.
The harpies
Which
are
actually looks like
greedily
it splits.
feasting in their nest flicks as you hear from the shadows. You move quietly through the cave. There are 2 hallways, one to the south, and you see another piece of rotted flesh, probably discarded. The hallway begins to narrow and the stench of harpy becomes stronger. One moment, Flix. A 31.
I have my moments. I usually roll horrifically on my stealth rolls, though.
A 31?
New York City.
New York City! Flix, you press yourself against the wall and creep around the corner. As the hall narrows, you can hear the and the ripping and tearing of entrails as harpies are, gnawing on bones in their nest. One seems to be regurgitating its food into the mouth of baby harpies.
We don't have the telepathic link up, do we?
Yeah, it's part of
I've been
my
assuming we do.
Okay.
yeah, it's part of
In that
my
case,
morning ritual or like after rest ritual.
well, on this side, there's a nest of harpies. So if we want to do what Bonsai suggests and eliminate all of them, we'll end up eliminating baby harpies as well.
Is that a concern?
That's probably going to be a lot easier than the adults.
I mean,
That's usually how it goes with kids.
they're innocents, aren't they?
Are they?
If we take them away from here and make sure that they don't still pull up the sprouts of Sika, maybe that's okay.
Well, I mean,
You put them in your bag.
they're babies, Rain. They don't have any agency.
That's not entirely true. It
How
does
many
seem
infants
like
do you know are decision makers?
if
How
the
does it
entire
factor
race
into it
of
at all?
were-ravens here seem to be affected by this corruption, Flix, then they're already doomed to some degree unless we can find some other way of restoring any of these harpies. I don't think any of them wanted this life. It was thrust on them by whatever the corruption source is when the Arborians departed.
I mean, I have heard that harpies are shitty as a species. All right, well, the cave does eventually let out into open branches, and I can see in the far distance at least one corrupted bloom, but I don't want to venture any further that direction.
Flix,
I
as
can't see
you
what's out there.
round the corner, the cave narrows out and then opens up into a massive area, and you see another root of Sika. This one is huge, probably as wide as a couple, well, to visualize, 3 buses end to end.
At least 3 Dreon.
At least numerous enlarged
airship.
Dreons. There are other sickly looking fronds that have been sapped of their energy and lie wilted along the roots of Sika. But inside these wilted fronds are thorny nodules of unknown origin. Even further in, another bloom seems to have been infected, and its stamen that is dangling out has an eyeball on the tip of it, and it too swivels around on its tentacle-like, is it the pistil or the stamen? Stamen is the long one.
Stamen, I think, yeah.
The pistil is the...
The pistol are the little ones. Technically,
okay.
they have the pollen on them, I think?
Okay.
Maybe?
So the
I don't know.
tentacle pistil wiggles about, already infecting the bloom. That is what you see from your vantage point.
Well, which direction seems like it leads to the source of corruption, Flix? Because that's probably where we should go, unless we want to exterminate all of the harpies now and make that call.
All right, well, I can lead you there. There are, at my count, at least 3 harpies over there, and another 3 over here.
I don't know what over here, over there means.
Well, to the east.
To the
Might
east
be a
of
couple of
where?
extras.
You
Sort of
know
lost
that we're
count.
still back where we were, right?
Yes, I'm right here. He emerges from behind the mushroom.
Oh, there you are.
No, you didn't get that
So that
far,
loops all the
Flix.
way around.
No, it does not. At least, I don't think it does. I think this nest on the... He gestures to the left. I think this one is contained. It's a dead end. The others, it's a little tangled. There's at least a couple of offshoots from the main corridor, and then that main corridor snakes around until it reaches that giant corrupted root that I described to you in that lovely feminine voice.
What are the chances, you think, of finding the root of whatever this corruption is and all the harpies just get better after that?
I would put those chances at 0, but it is nice thinking. I'd rather not kill babies if I can avoid it. Even babies that will inevitably grow up to be filth-loving, man-hating, entrail-devouring harpies.
Well, then I suppose we have our answer. We're going for the source of corruption then, and not extermination yet.
But that means successfully sneaking past the harpies, which I give us long odds on. But we should try.
Well, I'm not saying we don't kill harpies as we go if we have to. Worth noting, I have met a harpy before. She's very lovely, and nothing like the harpies here. So, you know, we might be misappropriating that word a little bit.
All right.
I understood
so,
that reference.
So stealth it is, then?
Relative stealth. I mean,
So
as best
I
we
I'm not
can.
very quiet. Maybe with Saithius it might be a little bit better, but just want to make sure everyone's aware that me stealthing is a high risk.
Maybe I can try to create a distraction, give you all a better chance.
Are we, Christina, if we rolled stealth checks already, do you want us to roll another one now?
I do.
Okay.
Hang on just a second. If you want, I can make us all invisible. But it will be pretty... It'll tap most of the rest of the power that I have.
I think I'd rather you shoot whatever the giant lasers were earlier, if I'm being honest.
Okay, well, that doesn't necessarily directly affect that, but understood.
Seems like Saethius' panting is the loudest thing in your group.
It's like disgusting.
Well, at least it's consistent.
He used to be good at being quiet.
See though?
Like, mechanically, maybe, but, like, no. Not willfully, no.
Dreon sets out around this corner.
The hallway extends to the north and to the southeast.
Which way did you check, Flix?
To the left. That pathway to the right leads to the harpy nest. Just keep left.
As you press your back against the wall and continue to the left, you see another entrance to the right and another pile of entrails.
Does it seem like they're marking things with the entrails?
Maybe.
Maybe
I
they're
was
just sloppy
honestly
eaters.
expecting the entrails to attack, but I guess not.
What?
Maybe there's some sort of alarm.
How would entrails attack?
I don't know. The world is full of horrible shit, Dreon.
Like, I can't move my character. Oh, no, there we go.
Yeah, things just like.
Okay.
A little laggy.
There's slimes, there's oozes, there's undead, there's
No, I've seen
swarms
all
of
the
centipedes.
I've seen all the Maginog stuff, but otherwise, like, we don't see a lot of this kind of shit in Veronia.
Well, Baronia sounds like a lovely place. Everywhere else, there's horrible shit that tries to eat you, and so anticipating that even an innocuous pile of pulsing entrails is not safe is probably the best course of action, no?
Dreon just grimaces.
I think what made me nervous is the fact that they're still pulsating despite having been removed from my core. Oh, wait, hold. I see a harpy.
Flix, I will stop you right there. As you near the entrance of the cave, and you see it open up into this massive grove, you get a better look at what is around you. The roots of Sika meet the trunk here as you get closer to the world tree. And as you peer into the grove, Sika, once normally glowing, healthy, looks sapped of color, completely desaturated, grays upon grays. There is a raven-like figure. God, I'm lagging really bad too. Who sits on a root, staring at the trunk. This figure is covered in leather armor, brandishing a rather fearsome-looking saber or scimitar at their side. They're sitting or squatting on the branch, looking at something very intently, something you cannot see from your vantage point. A harpy in front of you, Flix, that does not seem to notice you yet, is tending to one of these blooms of Sika, and is very busily applying a stinking liquid all over the center areas of the frond.
Well, I see at least 4 harpies, plus this leather-clad could be a raven, he could be something else. He's wearing a cloak, it's difficult to tell. But he's looking at something that just beyond my sight.
I actually can see him too, Flix.
So what's the battle plan here? What's our approach?
This is ground, Christina. Like, this
Mhm.
is where, like, the roots are meeting the trunk, so it's not like we're still suspended really high.
No, it's like it exits to dirt, and then the roots are like higher up, so they do require some climbing.
Okay. But it's not like fall to your death type of
No, not
scenario.
at all. It meets ground.
Well, it's hard to say with just the vantage point we have from here, but by my count, I at least see 3 harpies and whatever the cloaked gentleman is, and a couple of spooky-looking plants.
I think we can assume that there are more harpies that we can't see, and that this cloaked being is a leader of some sort of... Well, I just don't know.
Does he give the impression of being a leader, or does he give the impression of being like a lookout of some type? Christina. He's the only one we've seen clothed, right?
That is correct. It also doesn't appear to be a harpy. It appears more to be like a raven folk. They are not currently doing anything but sitting on that branch, squatting, and watching something more to the left.
The other harpies definitely noticed them, though, right? Like, it's not like he's lurking.
No, he is definitely among them.
Do these other harpies look similar to the harpies that we've seen before? Like, their tokens look different, but like, do they look more raven-like, or do they look still corrupted like the others?
These harpies don't look as bad off as the plagued harpies inside. These ones are a bit more stable in physiology, as the plagued ones were very visibly having feathers falling off and affected with pustulent boils and were almost nigh undead in appearance. These harpies are more, they look like they have their motor functions. They can understand things. They're more cognizant, but they do have some of the twisted features of the other harpies within. They are most likely kin, just the more functional ones.
Okay. Well, if we were going to negotiate with anybody, it would probably be this lot. But I don't know if we're in a negotiating mood.
Well, I could project an illusion, and we could negotiate through the illusion.
It's a possibility.
But my range is limited, so...
So does it buy us much?
Well, not really. We either attack in ambush, or we march out there and try to have a conversation.
Do you think that you can creep up at least to the edge of the cave and get a good count on how many harpies there are?
I can try to.
Maybe we
Just
start
be ready
there
to
and-
pull my bacon out of the frying pan, as it were, if it doesn't work out.
Well, that's usually what we're here for, so...
Bacon. You know what? Let's get to something to eat after this.
Rain is going to...
Wait. Hold on. Stay back. You'll blow my cover.
No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. I'll hold.
Yep, Flix is going to creep to the edge of the cave to get a look around.
Flix, I will pause the game right there. Flix, as you look around, you get the full view of what is happening at the roots of Sika.
I'm holding off giving a description until such time as you give me the go-ahead.
Not a problem. 1 second, I'm just turning on some music. The massive roots of the world tree are splayed out before you, their color drained, looking like pasty pieces of dying wood, barely holding on to their color. The blooms that have bloomed from Sika are busy being smeared with some fetid substance from these functional harpies. Inside the flowers that have already bloomed, twisted aberrations of pistils topped with eyes squirm from within, and other darker blooms hold pod-like nodules at the center. Further on, you see an abundance of nests where most likely these higher-ranking harpies are sleeping. The storm crow, the strange raven folk, is still squatted on the root of Sika, staring at something to his left, and even though it is a man-folk, is not being consumed by the harpies around it. But you see, on the largest root, surrounded by a magical circle, a cloaked figure dressed in shamanistic robes. A frightening, raven-like woman with red eyes has her hands held aloft and is chanting. And before her, a great portal or a hole bores itself into the trunk of Sika as, excuse me, voice caught myself there, as the strange raven continues to chant. The hole becomes larger, and rot and filth pour out of Sika. She has been long infected. But this raven does not look to be curing Sika. She looks to be finding a way in. Flix, you may describe the scene to your friends if you wish.
Oh, well. Bonsai's not gonna like this. Somebody hold them back. I count, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 7 harpies. That individual we spoke of before, and a much larger raven woman wearing robes, some sort of sorcerer, shaman, wizard, conjuring a portal into Sika. I don't know if they've penetrated or they're trying to, but it's pouring some sort of filth out. Not to mention a number of corrupted flowers, each of which has a... You know the wiggly bits that come out of the middle of flowers? Well, they have eyeballs on them, which is entirely disconcerting. All in all, if I had to describe it in a single word, I think I'd choose shit show. Are you ready to fuck them up?
I don't like the sound of the shaman.
Does seem like we should clear off the harpies and then focus our efforts on those two.
Do you think you can lure the harpies here? I don't like the idea of fighting a bunch of flying things in an area that large. I don't know, maybe actually bonsai.
I might be able to do something. Let's see. Yes, I think I have an idea. If the rest of you... there is one concern. I'm gonna retreat down the tunnel a little bit to reduce my chances of being seen by accident.
Bonsai, you feel just a distinct pain in your chest. A tightness as if you're having a heart attack, but, well, your heart is made of wood and vines. Do you feel...
Did that start before we got close, or was it after Flix described what was going on?
It was kind of growing, but now it is distinct.
Are you alright, Bonsai?
I think my fate might be tied to this tree. We need to get this cleaned out as quickly as possible. Let's come up with a plan, let's execute that plan, and let's clean up everything that's left.
Well, perhaps we just need to disrupt whatever this ritual is as quickly as possible.
I think that's the same thing.
All right, well, do we want to go to them, or do we want them to come to us?
I think we have to go to them if we want to disrupt the ritual.
Tell you what,
No.
Why don't you...
Trion, you want to go fast?
You know, I like going fast.
Bonsai, you can fly. Maybe
Yeah,
you
I should
focus
be able
on...
to keep up with Scythius here.
Right. You and I will go and harass this shaman. They're in a protective circle, though. We may not be able to get to them until we breach it somehow.
Well, it'll take me a bit to get up there, but I can also get up there. I can make you fast, Dreon, but I think you and I are going to be dealing with shit the whole way up.
Dreon grins.
Flix pops back here. I'm going to summon a friend and like strips his shadow off of his feet.
Dreon is going to get up to the front of the column.
Right, Flix, you summon a shadowy friend. And Dreon braces for combat.
All right. On your mark, Dreon. And Rain casts Haste on Dreon. And she's going to cast Mirror Image on herself. Get rid of Leomin's tiny hut. All right, let's go.
Dreon is going to, before he charges in, he's going to insight check the harpy.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can study like the big guy, right?
So apparently I need to be within 5 feet, which
Oh.
really damn. It's good for like tavern encounters, basically. All right, inside check.
Sure. What would you like to know?
An ability.
Of the harpy?
Yeah.
The harpy, like its brethren, has the ability to cast a luring song, and any humanoid or giant within 300 feet of her must succeed on a wisdom save or be charmed by her until the song ends.
All right, Dreon looks back. Probably standard harpy bullshit singing, so watch out for that.
Okay.
Close to me, Dreon.
Flix is. Since we're communicating telepathically anyway, I'm going to use. I have sealing wax. I'm going to make earplugs so that I can't hear songs and stuff.
Oh. Keep in mind, I did just cast spells, so we should go.
Yeah,
Oh.
Dreon is going to take off unless there's somebody says otherwise.
Flix, can you mark yourself as deafened, please?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So Dreon is going to charge his full movement speed and just fucking roll up on this harpy.
Which is a lot now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he only used half of his movement speed because I think it's doubled with haste. Is it true?
Dreon, just to
Yeah.
let you know, as you reach the route, you will have to do a little bit of climbing, so this will be difficult terrain. Anything on the route is difficult terrain and will require double movement.
Okay, then I've used 45 of my 70 move speed.
Perfect.
Okay, and Dreon, is this 10 feet from here? Can I stab the harpy from here?
You can.
Great. All right, Dreon is gonna just roll up, not ask questions, not say shit, just begin stabbing.
Oh, she's a big fucking... Okay. I didn't know she was big.
Oh, did I not mention that? Yeah, she's large.
You did not.
Continue. Dreon, you leap out of the cave onto the root, glaive swinging, and you drive it deep into the harpy.
Last one misses.
Last one misses as the harpy scrambles out of the way.
All right, and Dreon misses wildly, but does manage to recover and slap the harpy in the face with the butt of the glaive, and then he sets into a defensive posture.
All right. One moment, please.
What Flix, what is this disturbance?
The large buzzard woman, the shaman currently casting a spell upon Sika, turns, her hands still extended towards the portal. She does not stop the ritual, but she looks towards the storm crow that is currently sitting on the branch, who stands up straight and draws their sword.
Do not allow him to disrupt the ritual. We have almost reached Sika.
How fortuitous or crazy random happenstance of arriving just in time.
Hey!
Good thing we didn't long rest.
Yeah, we just get here, it's all over. Oh no.
Oh no!
Things actually would have been different if you would have long rested or short rested. So that is actually a thing. So one moment, please, as there is a lot going on here.
Christina's never gonna learn the lesson. So many ads. So many initiative rolls.
I will need to refresh because apparently it has logged me out and none of my images are loading. So why don't we take a quick 5 before we start combat? I'll get everything prepped and we'll be good to go when we get back. Sound good?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. See you in 5. All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Everybody back?
I don't know. I don't think so.
So far, it's just been Drew and me that spoke.
Okay. Dreon and Flix. All right, we'll give him another second.
So, quick heads up, Christina.
Yeah.
My thing is starting at 8, but I don't actually have to like do anything in it until like 8:45.
Okay.
So I'll still be playing for that period of time. But if I just like sign off suddenly, it means something went unexpectedly.
Sounds good. Yeah, if I see you just log off, then I will proceed.
Awesome.
But thank you for letting me know. That's very appreciated.
All right, I'm back.
All right,
Welcome
just
back.
waiting on a Flix.
Flex.
I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. As a reminder for this combat, except for Flix, the routes will be difficult terrain.
To get onto the routes or any movement on the routes?
Any movement on the routes. If you are here, feel free to roll initiative.
I've returned.
Roll initiative.
Trevor.
But I'm waiting on Flix initiative, and Flix is, well, Shadow, who's going to go after him.
How convenient that Sai and Bonsai go nearly at the same time.
I'm putting.
That's such a
Yeah, but
jank
how
fucking
inconvenient
rule.
that Bonsai is gonna go before and not be able to do anything.
Honestly, like, that single-handedly, like, just makes the entire concept of, like, mounted combat in this game bad, and it's just a terrible rules oversight, because
Or
Shadow
everybody-
should too.
As we begin the combat, you see the Buzzard Queen turn to the Malphus and speak.
Alphas, destroy these interlopers and feed the men to the blooms.
The Stormcrow turns with a look of determination, drawing their scimitar and nodding at the Buzzard Queen. One moment.
Unleash the gods, Malphus. And protect me. I must complete the ritual.
Flix, you're up.
Oh no, Flick looks panicked, realizing that he just took a bite of chips.
Like, now is not
okay.
the time. And do you have any salsa to go with that?
Oh no, these are sour cream and onion. They're amazing. I don't need salsa with them though. Maybe a nice onion dip. Right. Shadow, do go screw with that harpy. And our plan is to disrupt the Buzzard Queen, right?
That's your bonsai's job, yes.
All right. All right, Flix is going to fly up and then 5, 10. And I'm going to wang a shot off at Rangda.
Okay.
I'm going to not use sharpshooter because I do not know how hard she is to hit.
Okay.
And I am emerging from hiding, so I do have advantage on this first shot.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I have to target her, right. I'll never get used to that. Well, that's a singularly unimpressive effort. Does a 15 hit?
You don't have to ask.
Yep,
It does
you're right.
not.
Looks grimaces and shoots another bolt. She has some sort of magical protection. She's hard to hit. And then I dive into these this foliage and attempt to hide.
All right, make me a stealth check, please.
Meanwhile, my shadow zips over here and is going to swing at this harpy.
All right, Shadow, let's see it.
For some reason I can't target it. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry.
The
Hey.
harpy will make a wisdom save. Succeed with a
Damn.
19.
All right. Well, it will stay there and try to provide flanking opportunities for Dreon.
Oh, you still get
and
to
I
roll.
will do-
You still get to roll damage on Deathly Touch. It hits. She just makes the save.
Oh, right,
She's
right,
not
right,
frightened.
right. Other formula?
Should be.
It goes 7 necrotic. And Flix would like to make an insight check on Rangda.
Go ahead.
How do I choose me instead of my? Because I'm currently as Flix's shadow.
Click on yourself.
Where'd I go? I hid so well I lost track of my own shit. Okay, there we go.
Instead of asking you what you would like to know, I am going to tell you immediately that Rangda appears to be protected by a very visible shield of force.
Oh, so my crossbow bolts were wanging off of a force field?
That is correct.
How? Alright. Probably would not have wasted that second shot, but that's okay. That's great. Well, she's obviously protected by a force field. Let's focus down the others and then see what we can do to dismantle it. Unless you can dispel it now, Rain.
We'll see.
And that will be my turn.
Next up, Rangda. She continues her ritual, hands extended, surrounded by a purple shimmering field of force. But she pauses for a moment and turns her head almost completely around on her neck to survey what has intruded upon the roots of Sika. She narrows her eyes, seeing Dreon attacking the harpy, and scoffs audibly. And thinking the cat, and not necessarily seeing the fae, as a non-issue, she beckons her harpies and points at Dreon. One moment. Dreon, as she points at you, you hear a cracking and splintering of wood from underneath your feet. Roots of Sika, dead and splintering, burst out from the cracks underneath you and try to wrap around your ankles. Make me a dex save. You succeed, and you rip your foot away from the root.
Alright, Dreon jumps back. You have to do better than that!
Rangda hisses. A moment.
Like the first thing they teach you in mercenary school. Don't get grappled.
One second. Sorry, I just have to look at something. And how far? Oh, oops, that is a reticle. Sorry, ignore this. I was like,
What?
how far away are you? But this is also a good question. Let's see. Where's my ruler tool? What does it say? 100?
So many feet. Yeah, it's at 100.
Rangda turns and spies Dreon. Sneering, she points at him. The roots, he quickly dodges out of the way.
Brave the Omen has decided to intrude upon my nest. You will become food for my armies.
She's gonna cast Magic Missile at Dreon.
Ooh. That's a pretty good response. Yep.
Yeah.
Dreon tries to dodge out of the way, but they home in on him. Fuck.
Rangda turns back to the roots of Sika and continues her chant. Saithius?
I'm a thing. Does Insight have a range?
Vision range.
Vision range. Okay. So we're gonna hold on that. So it is Saithius' turn. So he is going to get really excited of what's going on. He is going to fly in a straight line But as he's going, he's gonna take a swipe at this harpy to the right here
Okay.
as he gets past. Ooh, that sucked. He's
Wow.
gonna do it again with his back claw. That one hits.
It said you hit.
Both
on
hit.
Both.
Both hit.
Wait, both hit?
Yeah,
Oh,
both hit.
Yeah. It
was
says
like a 12.
hit.
Yeah.
Oops.
It was bad, but you still hit. The harpy, already wounded from Drion's glaive, falls. Thick, stinking blood oozes from her body, and the blossoms greedily soak it up.
Yeah, without even like missing a beat of its wings, Scythius continues to fly forward and is going to go max movement speed, which is going to get him right there.
Ooh.
And that is the end of Scythius' turn.
The crow eyes you, brings a shield to bear along with their sword. Roar. Next up, a harpy. It will fly down from the trees. Let's see. We got 40. Oh my god, I have to zoom in. 35, 40. And will begin to sing. The harpy begins to emit a luring song. And I need everyone within 300 feet to make me a DC 11 wisdom save, please.
Is this the charm effect?
It will be.
Is-
You are
Is
immune.
it sound based? Am I immune because of being deafened?
You are immune.
Nice.
Drian, you have advantage if you're within 30 feet of range, so you have advantage.
Adrian, roll
Okay.
again.
All right. All right. Well, it looks like we take the first one. So
What's up?
7. I was just well, yep.
you said it was an 11 to pass it, right?
That is correct. So you do meet it. However, you barely succeed, and you feel your mind at the edge of being succumbing to this luring song. And just due to this sheer range, the harpies may allure you. Be careful, Drian. Bonsai, you're up.
Cool. All right, now we can do the insight. So Bonsai is going to target Malphus and do an insight on him. Try.
What would you like to know?
Okay. Let's go with a vulnerability.
It does not have a vulnerability. Nope, it doesn't have one.
Cool.
Actually, you know what? I will give you one. You know what? It's sensitive to sunlight.
Oh no! Why didn't we sleep? That would have made a difference. All right. Well, I can't bring the sun on you today, but if you're in any way a good being, step away from this tree and fly, and you might be all right. But here to get you moving along.
Oh.
Let's do a quick whip.
It will use a reaction.
Rude. That's a ranged weapon attack. This is not ranged, this is melee.
Oh shit! Boop. Go ahead.
Unless you want to just change it.
I don't. Go ahead.
Cool. I don't have any spells left, really, so that's 18 damage of different types.
The Malphus brings his buckler up to meet your whip. But fails as it wraps around his arm. Instead, he makes a pitiful as he tries to pull the tentacle free.
This does not come at you as you expect. It's very much like the demon it came from. And we're gonna attack again.
That'll hit.
For an
Another
extra 13
13.
damage. And that is the end of Bonsai's turn.
Next up, another harpy. And there are just lots of harpies. They are all going to just use Luring Song. So let's see. Flix will be immune, so I'm gonna need Drion, what is it, Bonsai? Make me a DC 11 Wisdom save. Drion succeeds. Bonsai, you roll a 1, but you still succeed.
Thank you, Arctis.
Thank you, Arctis. Drion, the harpies continue to sing, attempting to lure you forward. But you continue to resist. Drion, it is your turn.
All right, let's see here.
You just hear harpies screeching.
I hate that song. Dran is going to use his full movement, and he is going to get all the way to there, which he should be able to do, even with the rough terrain.
My god, he's so fast.
Just like fucking vaulting over roots and shit.
Wait, with haste, what is it? What is it, Drew? With haste, I get an extra action?
Yes.
You get an extra action if you take it to attack. It's just one extra attack though. You don't get like a full multi.
All right, okay.
Yep.
You also get +2 AC and the additional move, and advantage on dexterity-based saving throws.
There's a bunch of stuff that should automatically be included, but yeah.
Nice. All right. Let's do.
That'll hit. For 13 damage as you slash the harpy. You find them not particularly built for combat, as they are used to luring the weak-minded to their deaths.
Well, you know, Drion's just built diff.
Another harpy slashed into, bleeding visibly now from wounds. The harpy falls as the hasted Drion is more than a match for the poor, defenseless harpy.
Drion just zooms up like a energetic kitten and just does a series of stabs, and the harpy falls over. Drion turns and looks at Rangda. Rangda? Yeah, Rangda, and does an insight check.
You cannot insight check her while she is protected by a bubble.
What a dick. Okay, I guess that's game. End its turn.
Rain, you're up.
So this bubble, we established that it was some kind of force shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why is... Oh, because I have the ruler. Haha. We're gonna go here. And Rain is going to Starlight Step to here.
Okay.
I'm kind of behind this root, and I think if I measured that correctly, easy. Rain is going to cast Disintegrate.
What the fuck?
Which I'll go ahead and target her, but I have to cast it. I have to upcast it because I only have a 7th level, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and cast it, and automatically disintegrates large or smaller non-magical object or creature or magical force. Or creation of magical force.
Oh shit. Okay. Rain.
I don't think it will also do damage to her though, as part of it, unless it's like a personal shield of some kind. I don't know.
It will not. But Rain, this is what happens as you bring your disintegrate to bear and begin to laser away the shield. Rangda turns and looks shocked, her eyes wide, as the shield visibly cracks under the laser of the disintegrate. And Rain, you see these growths that are coming out, these pistils that are coming out of all these flowers. They start to waver and wiggle wildly, and as the shield cracks, One goes and just disappears completely, and another disappears completely. Bonsai, you feel a distinct skip in your heartbeat as each one of these growths disappear. It feels
skip or a bad skip?
a bad skip. It feels very uncomfortable, like as if someone was popping a cyst on your heart.
Ooh.
The disintegrate
whatever you did.
continues.
That's unpleasantly vivid.
And all of the growths, every single one of them that are surrounding the tree. 1, 2. Sorry, I need to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I need to recount them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bonsai, you are stunned for 7 rounds.
Okay, buddy.
Bonsai, you clutch your chest as you feel you actually, as Rain is disintegrating the shield is powered by Rangda, powered by Sika. And she has used Sika's power to channel the shield around her, and the growths are just showing kind of the evil energy that she has used, and that she is infecting Sika with. And as these growths pop, it is necessary, but it will stun you as each one pops. However, since Rain is destroying all of them at once, the effects are going to stack.
There's still one down here.
Is that 8 rounds? Yep. Sorry. 8 rounds. This effect can be removed by most common magic removing abilities. So just keep that in mind. But you guys all see Bonsai just clutch where their heart is, and kind of keel forward, reeling. Rain, the shield around Rangda breaks. One moment.
I'm not sure if what I did was a good thing. Unclear.
It's probably fine.
Probably fine.
Yeah.
Look, Bonsai has like a meeting or whatever to go to in a little bit. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you could have waited until like another half an hour.
I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't know. We didn't like practice this. We didn't,
Yeah, next time,
this.
Trevor, put it on a calendar, okay?
If you insight, now that there are no tentacles left, you can insight Bonsai to find out other ways to remove his stun. You hear Rangda.
No, Betty, no.
Rain, the shield is gone, and Rangda is exposed, but Bonsai is reeling as the cysts have been popped, and he feels it as Sika does.
I guess I'll insight Bonsai.
The power that
would've been
Rangda
a
has
cardiac
drawn from
arrest.
Sika, you have disintegrated and essentially removed from Arctis, removing some of Bonsai's power. You can cure rounds of stun with things like Dispel Magic, Remove Curse. You can also remove rounds of stun and also give him additional rounds of haste by giving him spell slots.
What do I look like? Like I'm made of spell slots? Okay. Sure. That's not happening. I just used like all of my spells, you guys. Like, carry on. That's Rain's turn. That was action, bonus action, and apparently all of Bonsai's actions for the next week.
There are other ways to remove his stun.
Is one of them getting hit in the mouth with a glaive?
Like,
Or kill.
yeah.
Well, wait, we can feed Bonsai spell slots to dispel the effect?
You can.
You could also
is
just,
a
just
inefficient
deal
way
with
to
the
do it.
evil that's going on.
Yeah.
Well, what's the other option? I missed it. I'm sorry.
You'll have to insight check to find out.
It was dispel magic, remove curse.
Or feed him spell slots, and that will get rid of 1-1, but will also give him haste.
Oh,
Or just
yeah.
wait 45 seconds.
Wait, so it's actually just strictly better if I was going to cast dispel magic on him. I should just give him a 3rd level spell slot because that'll give him 3 rounds of haste instead of just removing.
Well, the one
stack
dispel
of-
magic will remove the effect, and then we can empower Bonsai if we want.
She said it removed a stack of stun.
A stack.
Yeah, so it's just strictly better to give him the 3rd level spell slot than actually cast dispel magic. Like a lot better.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Then I'll probably say dispel magic will remove half his stacks. Half his current stacks.
Okay. Well, it's fine. It's the end of Rain's turn, and that's that. That's the best we got.
Yep. Next up, Amalphus. Looking shocked at Bonsai's assault, takes a step backwards and lifts a hand to the pod. As it places its hand on the pod, it unfurls. Within the pod, you've now found out what have happened to most of the men of the former were-ravens. As the masculine form emerges, made entirely of vines, it seems to have, the Malphus has some semblance of control over this vined thing that has now become a part of Sika, for better or for worse. It enters the initiative order. The Malphus will use the remaining bit of his move to fly 25 feet. Back this way. Drawn sword, hiding behind the Vine Lord it just summoned. It does not seem to notice that Bonsai is currently stunned, but has used its action to summon. Next up, a harpy. Taking advantage of the situation, it wishes to descend upon Bonsai. It's gonna double move. Another harpy further in will also do the same. Will double move. Well, let me just double check its move. It will move 80. You know what? Flix and Rain are right here, but you know what? We're gonna go this way. The harpies are on the move. As they want to descend upon the Arborian to tear him limb from limb. Double moves, double moves, double moves. Flicks. Actually, Rhonda's gonna take a legendary action. At the top of the round. And she will also use her lair action. Roots of the Great Tree. Once again, targeting...
Oh, does she have blind sight to know where I am?
She's not gonna target Flick, she's gonna target Dreon instead, because he is killing her harpies.
Oh.
Wow.
Dreon, make me a DC 15 dex save. You succeed. As you step on the roots, they once again try and wrap around your ankles and you tear yourself free of the dried wood.
Dreon jumps back again. Didn't work the first time.
Let's see. She will spend a legendary action to cast a spell.
I thought that was her legendary, you said?
No, that's a layer action. It's the top of the round, she gets layer action,
Oh,
and then she's gonna
okay.
take a legendary action right after that. Because she's
Dope,
gonna be
dope.
really annoying. Let's see. How far are you, Dreon? can't see. What does it say? 75 feet? I'm squinting?
Yeah, I was 75.
Rhonda turns on Drion as she hears the harpy's death rattle. And she snarls at the cat. Sorry, it takes a little second for my voice changer to activate, so apologies for the pausing.
You pathetic thing. You think you can disrupt my ritual? Put your sword down and feed yourself to my harpies.
She's gonna cast Feeble Mind on you. She blasts your brain, Drion, trying to shatter your intellect and personality. One moment. Make me a save, Drion.
Ooh, I'm not good at these.
No, but it's actually probably a perfect thing she did it to you.
You fail, and you feel Rangda's psychic assault powered by the roots of Sika enter your brain. Drion, you fail. Your intelligence and charisma become 1. You cannot cast spells. You cannot activate a magical item. You do not know any language. However, you do know who your friends are, but you're very stupid.
Meow, 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 meow,
Meow, meow, meow, meow, meow.
Like-
She has
like,
essentially
even though-
reverted you to an animal form.
Like, even though you just fed Drion is yelling for more food.
Drion can see the bottom of his food dish.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yell! Yell!
Drion, this does not go away. You can only repeat your save every 30 days.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Feeble Mind's real bad, but it has basically no effect on you, which is excellent, because it would have fucked Rain.
I mean, for 30 days, I'm just not. I'm gonna be like a fucking. Yeah.
We're gonna give you tummy scratches.
Okay.
There'll be
Reminder of who you are. A simple cat. Nothing more.
Flix, you're up. Drion suddenly goes stupid. Flix? Flix?
All right, Rain. I can try to ensorcel the Vine Lord and all those harpies, or I can pour all my magics into freeing bonsai. What do you think?
Oh, freeing bonsai might be good. I can kill all those harpies pretty easily.
All right, consider it done. I'm going to unleash all the spell levels that were in my ring of spell storing.
I will ask you this and only once. Are you going to insight bonsai first?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Does he also
23.
have to insight?
He
Because
doesn't-
Rain already incited him.
There are more ways to remove the stun.
Oh, okay.
Flix, killing the harpies will also remove a single stack of sun.
Oh. Well then. All right, well, how about this, Rain? Instead of burning through everything, I will ensorcel them, and then we can kill them one at a time. Sound good?
Great. Well, actually, I'm just going to kill them, so just shoot the shit out of her.
All right, and her shield's done?
It is.
All right. Okay, consider it done. Flix will pivot out of hiding and shoot the shit out of Rangda. Note that I am using my anti-shapeshifter bolt, if it matters.
Okay.
Flix takes aim and fires.
That hits.
Plus...
She is not a shapeshifter, so she will make that save at a +100 with advantage.
Alright, well, here, have some sneak attack anyway.
bolt grazes Rangda, and she glances down at it with disdain.
It's 19 damage. It's a little more than a graze.
To
All right, well,
whomst?
here. Let's see. And this one I will apply. Oh, right. I have it. Ah, it works! Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
That'll hit. She will make this save with a +100.
Yep. Oh, here, let me switch the ammo so you don't have to constantly
Different
be
ammo,
making this up.
please.
Yeah, sorry. All right, and then Flix will shift positions. Let's see, how far is that? Actually, he'll just dive into a different part of this plant.
Flix, does that end your round?
Yes.
Your shadow?
Yeah, my shadow still needs to act. My shadow will double move to support bonsais. Ready? Unfortunately, cannot attack this turn.
Very good. At the end of, let's see, Flix's round, Rangda will take another legendary action. Flix, you hid with a 27.
Yeah, I'm very elusive.
She will spend a legendary action to cast a spell. And she will cast Magic Missile on Bonsai. As 7 missiles careen towards the stunned Arborian, Rangda chuckles.
Oh my god, is that an actual spell?
It is.
Ah, I have resistance. Yay.
I noticed it's like only 9 damage. Madge. Next up. Rangda. She looks at her harpies as they descend upon Bonsai, and as he is stunned, she smiles. She looks back at Rain and the others, seeing Dreon stupid as a cat, and Rain hiding behind the vines. She smirks. One second. She will step forward. And check her movement real quick. She strides forward.
Guess we distracted her from a ritual at least.
You did.
Yeah.
Rangda begins to move from side to side. The beads and bells that are dotting her clothes begin to jingle and make soft, almost melodious sounds that reminds you of the luring songs of the harpies. She waves her hands hypnotically back and forth as she begins to sway, locking her red eyes upon Rain. She sways her body, and a long tongue lolls out of her mouth in the mesmerizing rhythm. Each creature of her choice within 30 feet of her that can see her must succeed on a DC 19 charisma save or be stunned. Look at me.
I think I have advantage on this.
Yeah, I have to make
there
that
we
save too because it's not that
Not that
she
it
can see,
matters.
that can see her.
You see
and
her.
Yeah. I'll make that save. But I think is it a charm effect? Technically?
This is not charm. Nope, this is not charm. Flicks,
Yeah, I'm making the roll. Nope, stunned.
you and Rain are stunned as she sways hypnotically back and forth. You find yourself mesmerized by her rhythm, and Rain, you feel your consciousness snap to her like you've never felt it before, as it's powered by the immense power of the World Tree.
So that breaks Rain's concentration, right?
I
don't think so.
No.
Okay.
Saethius.
Yeah, this is not a great spot. Scythius doesn't really know what to do. Looks to Rain, sees she's kind of out of commission as well. And is just gonna attack this guy right in front of him. Okay.
Oh, I thought Sai was gonna run away. That's what Sai would usually do in that situation.
Yeah, he was thinking about it, but no, he's gonna claw. With advantage. Wow, they have no AC. I like it. And he's gonna claw again.
He slashes into the harpy, and you find their unarmored, 9 nude forms easy to hit. I think I do have art of them.
Yeah, Scythius would go after that. And that is it. That's his turn.
Next up, a harpy. It will use its move, fly 40 feet, and begin to emit its luring song. Flix, you are immune. Rain, you are immune to charm. Drion, you are a simpleton. Drion, make me a DC 11 wisdom save. You make it. And you are not allured by the harpy, but the dangerous combination of Rangda and the harpies. No wonder. Men have met their fate here. Bonsai, you are stunned for 7 more rounds. 1 stack of stun falls off. Bonsai, for stun, you are incapacitated. You cannot move. You can barely speak. And attack rolls against you have advantage. But otherwise...
So I can still take actions?
you are
That doesn't
incapacitated.
speaking? Oh, okay. Can I insight?
Sure. You're not blinded.
Alright, let's insight this Vine Lord here.
What would you like to know? I will also tell you that only the Malphus can open the Vine Lord pods. You can also ask a
That's
question.
pretty juicy information already. Okay, let's do something different. So can we know what are other Vine Lord pods in the area of Malphus?
Oh yeah, absolutely. All of the pods are the dark green fronds on each of the roots.
Like that one to the
Yes.
southeast?
The one Rain is hiding
This
in.
one is not dark?
Uh,
To the north of Malphus?
no, that one is not dark. There are only 4 dark ones on the map.
Oh, okay, cool. And then can Scythius still communicate telepathically?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with all of you, but I can't move. There's this weird one over here that has the sword and the shield. He's going around and potentially opening up these Vine Lords that are... I don't know, we'll figure it out later, but just be careful. And that's the end of their turn.
Next up, a Vine Lord. Awakened by the Malphus, it strides forward. I'm not sure if it can actually reach Aetius. Oh, excuse me, bonsai. Let's see. Hold on, let me count that. That's 15 feet. I can go here. Yeah. The Vine Lord moves forward, attempting to strike the stunned bonsai. Now, 1 second. And raises a hand, attempting to claw at bonsai. Has advantage because he's stunned. And it begins to slash away at bonsai's organic armor. The pain and the rage of the discarded Arborians, or excuse me, the discarded Were-Ravens, flows through the Vine Lord. A nearby harpy. Double moves. Actually, is that 40? Hang on, I don't want to cheat. It's 35. She moves and also attempts to attack. Can I have a target, please? She begins to slash and claw, screeching, getting all of her rage out at Bonsai, but missing. Drion. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
Drion looks around, kind of vaguely confused. He looks over, he sees Rain. Rain friend. He looks over, sees Flix. Flix friend. He looks over and sees Rongda and Harpy. They are not friend. And he just fucking gets on all fours and books it.
Let's fucking go.
Like terrifying lion roar and leap across.
Fucking goblin mode.
Pretty much. So this is because of difficult terrain. This is as far as he. So he pops up
They're
behind.
still hasted.
You are hasted.
Well, but that would if I double move, I can't attack, right?
Do you need to? You need to?
Well, because
Let's
it's
see.
difficult terrain on these, right?
So this is up to here. That's 45, and then this would be let's say 55, 65, 65, 75, 85, 95, depending on what your move is.
My total move is 70, so I think actually it seems like I should be able to get.
You
Yeah.
should be able to get there.
Yeah, it
'Cause you
seems
only
good.
moved. Yeah, you only were on like the rough terrain for a couple squares.
All right, so in my stupid state, am I allowed to have insight checks?
No, you cannot.
Okay, I figured I had to ask. Okay, yeah, Drion just sees unfriendly burb and is gonna unload.
She brings up a wing and tries to deflect your blow, but you hit her solidly in the arm. You begin to tear at her beads and baubles that cover her from head to toe. She screeches as this feral cat is descending on her.
Meow.
Eat me!
Oh, damn it!
Get away!
You're still hasted, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He is.
All right,
Jesus.
Actually, may have made him
surge.
more effective. Actually.
Action search.
God!
Yes.
I love it.
I hate you!
Okay. Meow.
Meow! Meow!
Did you roll damage for your last attack?
Yeah, he
I don't see
didn't.
damage on it.
Oh, do I need to? Okay, one more. Hold
Get
on.
away, you feral beast. You are not fit to be run under my foot.
Meow, 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 meow. This is like the puny god moment, kinda.
God, hasted fucking fighters are just a thing to behold.
Ow!
Oh.
Wait, hold on. How many attacks are we doing here?
I get a total of 7, right? I get 3 plus action
The
surge.
Action surge?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Technically 8 if you do your bonus action to bap her with the
Yeah,
end.
I get the bonus action too.
Yep.
Alright, hold on. There should be one more damage here.
You have the second
Okay,
from
and
last
now
one
the-
doesn't
now
have
the
the damage
bonus.
either.
Yeah.
Now the bonus attack.
Well, your second from a last attack seems to not be having a damage. Doesn't have damage.
Yeah,
either.
I think that didn't go
Alright,
through.
I'm rolling damage one more time then, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And now Polar Master. Alright, that one's gonna miss.
Finally.
The whole time, so this cat runs up on all fours and like gets up and just awkwardly begins like stabbing really fucking ferociously the whole time. Meow, 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 meow.
She's just batting him away like, no, get back.
No, you can't sit in my lap. And that's gonna end the turn.
Oh.
Rain, you're up.
Rain is stunned until the end of the turn, right?
That is correct. Rain, you are no longer stunned. Rain, you can remove your stun condition. Next up, the Malphus. Thinking. He will fly forward. Target Drion, and he will also cast Magic Missile. Leave Randa alone!
Hope she
God.
sees this, bro.
He looks down at his hands. No! Why are you so useless?
Dran like flicks its top. Meow.
Meow! The Malphus is moving towards another pod. Next up, a harpy. This harpy will target Saethius and begin scratching at him ferociously. She screeches and tears into Sai. Next up, another harpy. It too will fly forward and begin attacking Bonsai. Pardon me? 20 will miss
You
with a...
attack Bonsai.
That is correct. Oh my god, your AC is 22. Okay, they just suck. The harpy screeches in frustration, clawing at the front of your armor, trying to get to the juicy bits within. The flock descends, screeching. This too will bring her claws to bear. Wow, okay. Bonsai protected by Arctis itself. Top of the round, Rangda will use a layer action. And she's gonna cast Roots of the Great Tree. On Drion. Drion, make me a DC 15 dex save. Stop succeeding!
He just jumps back. Meow, looking confused.
Flix, you're up.
Like something touched
I
his foot and
am-
that's cat reaction.
So is this after the round that I was stunned? This
Nope,
is the
you're
top of
stunned.
the round and I connect? Oh,
Nope.
oh, okay.
Nope, you're
It's
stunned.
the end of your next turn. So
Got it.
All right, your stun is over. Your shadow?
Your shadow's not stunned.
My shadow is not stunned. I will flank with Psy and smack this harpy. Flix's shadow draws its shadowy rapier and drives it through the heart of the harpy. Hopefully. A little bit of targeting. Yeah, targeting. Smacking. Little smacking.
Die, man flesh.
No, it's not man flesh, I'm a ghost.
Bird flesh?
Well, a shadow, actually.
Wisdom
And
save?
it needs... correct.
It succeeds.
Oh, that's the best part.
You did hit it though, so hit it with that other formula for damage.
I did 7 damage. I rolled a 1 on my D8.
Nice.
Great.
Is that-
And that will be my turn. It can't make inside checks or anything from it.
At the end of your stun and Flix's shadow turn, Rangda will take a legendary action. Let's see. 1 second. She is gonna take a legendary action, and she's gonna teleport. She is gonna go up here, because fuck the cat. She disappears and reappears on a branch farther away. Oh no! The portrait bug is still there. No! It should have been fixed. Free! Sorry, she won't have a portrait for a second. After Rangda completes her legendary action, she will take her action. And she doesn't like Drion very much. She's gonna hit him with another magic missile.
I mean, if she wants to spend all of her spell slots on magic missile,
I mean-
that seems fine.
Dreon hisses as he gets hit in the mouth. He does not like it.
Like goes spritzing you with the water bottle.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Bad kitty.
Bad kitty!
Yeah, he's like over.
Saethius. The harpies are descending, scratching at anything they can get their claws on.
Yeah, we don't like this. We're gonna fly up 10 feet.
Do
Take
you
an
want
opportunity attack from any harpies that want to? And
to, from everything?
yeah, anything that wants to.
They're all gonna take it.
I mean, they're gonna all attack otherwise.
Yes. Okay.
Well, they
just
can't
wanna
hit
be sure.
Bonsai because Bonsai is forced movement. So
Yes,
they're
that is
hitting
correct.
Saethius.
So they're only
Yeah,
hitting
so
Saethius. Yep, they're gonna do it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 harpies, so I'm just gonna do them all at once. That'll hit. Second harpy. That'll hit. Third harpy. That'll hit. Or 7 slashing. The fourth harpy rolls a 19, will also hit. For 6 slashing. Saethius finally seeing some wounds. And the fifth harpy also hitting, slashing with her claw. For 8 slashing damage. Last but not least, the Vine Lord.
Got it by the pine.
And it'll claw. And that'll miss.
Ooh, thankfully.
Saethius,
Alright, so,
wounded but alive, flies out of range.
Yeah. Flying through all of their claws, he gets above them very quickly, and then does a dive bomb on Malphus from above.
Oh shit.
And he's going to do a little bit of a pounce here. No, actually, I got to back up so I can target him.
Where the heck did Bird Lady teleport to?
Upper right. Her portrait's missing, but you can see her name there. She's by that nest.
That'll hit.
Oh, I see her now. Okay.
Okay. So that's going to be a regular attack for very little damage. But now he has to do a strength saving throw on the pounce.
He's gonna strength save. Crit fail.
Hell yeah. Alright, so he is prone.
Alright, he's prone.
And I get a bite as a bonus action
That's gonna be with advantage.
with advantage. Thankfully.
Ooh. That'll hit for 8 piercing.
And then we're going to finish the attack for another bite.
That'll hit as he's down on the ground,
Extra
struggling.
15.
Without being
And,
able to bring his buckler to bear, he tries to put it between Saethius' mouth and him, but failing pitifully.
And then Saethius is going to use the remainder of his movement to fly as far away as he possibly can. We're going to go up towards that force circle. But alright, so we flew up 10, down 20, and then we still have 50 movement to fly away. So we're going to go 50 feet away.
It will take an attack of opportunity on you.
It gets it. It's just at disadvantage for being prone.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we'll take that.
As it takes a feeble... Oh, double 20!
Are you kidding?
Oh my god! Oh no!
Yike.
Oh no!
Well, they don't go anywhere, buddy.
Gritting its beak, it takes its longsword in 2 hands, and with a cry of rage, it swings at Saethius. Saethius, you go down, and the
That
stun...
was exact.
Literally exact lethal. Bonsai, you tumble to the ground. You fall 10 feet. Bonsai, you take...
Well, it
4...
would have only been 5 feet, because he would have been right above Malthus.
Oh, that is correct. So you just fall to the ground. You do not take any falling damage. Set your height to 0, please. And Saethius currently disappears. Wait. Bonsai, no,
Bonsai,
come
come
back.
back.
Bonsai,
Bring
come
him back.
back. There you go. Oh fuck, did that remove you from the initiative? It did.
Why is the mount going away?
Because I killed it.
Died.
Hello, are you watching the game?
Right. Yeah, for some reason I thought that was Bonsai that got murked.
Bonsai, sorry, let me find your initiative here. What was your initiative?
I think it was
19, I think.
19, okay. Sorry about that.
It was right after this next harpy.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to delete you. Deleting your token since you were attached to the mount also deleted you inadvertently, so... Apologies. Do you go after this harpy? Bonsai?
Sorry, yes, correct.
Okay. Next up, this harpy. Said harpy is gonna fly to the now dropped Bonsai. And attack with a claw. Wow, missing. Bonsai, you have 6 stacks of stun still on you.
You just hear in your heads everyone like just a really loud no. Why did you do that? And we're gonna insight the Malthus again.
What would you like to know?
Let's get an HP bar.
There you go.
And that's Bonsai's turn.
Next up, the Vine Lord. Being denied his prize, moves forward. And lifting his vines, begins to lash out with twisted tendrils on Bonsai. This one will hit. Yeah, how do you like it now? Now you know where that attack comes from, Bonsai.
Wait, did that thing fly over? How did it get there?
He
It can walk.
walked down.
Oh, I thought that was a plummet. Got it.
It's difficult terrain, but he can still make it. It wasn't that far.
That's what I clarified at the top of the fight to verify like what the height
I
was.
didn't fully absorb that.
Yeah, it's not like giga high, but it is high enough to be difficult terrain, and everything on the route is difficult terrain. But otherwise, not high enough to force you to make climb checks every time. The Vine Lord brings his tendril down on Bonsai in a very familiar looking attack. It will slash at you with its remainder, because it cannot attack the same target twice with a tendril attack. Its claw hits as it wraps its hand around Bonsai's throat and begins to squeeze. Next up, the Harpy. Let's see. Flaps over. And 2. Scratching and clawing. Missing. Dreon. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow.
Okay. Dreon. Okay. This is an interesting turn. Dreon gets a running start. He jumps across this.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay, so this.
Oh, he's still chasing down Rangda.
Well,
Hey, you might almost be able to get there.
Let me see if I can
I don't-
fix Rangda's token real quick while you're getting up there, but
Make
please
sure,
continue.
If I'm walking here, this is difficult terrain, right?
Yeah, the actual tree
Yeah.
route is difficult terrain.
Okay. Then. Yeah, he can get up to Rangda, but it's a full move turn. So.
Mm.
It looks like I'm colliding with walls if I try to do this.
Oh, let me remove it. Hold on a second. I was trying to fix Rangda. Let me check my walls here. Oh yeah, I got a couple over here. One sec. It was meant to be like, oh, that's slight elevation, but I'm gonna move them. Give me 1 second. Should be able to make this. Just a little awkward. Sec. Okay, you can continue.
Okay, so Dreon just fucking books it and gets up to Rangda. Meow, meow, meow. Just meowing.
She just looks at
and
you
I-
like tiredly, like, what?
And yeah, I just saw Trevor has to drop right now, so I don't know. It's actually 9 right now if we want to call it.
You can finish your attack,
Finish the rounds.
finish your round, and then we'll wrap it up.
Oh no, I think with difficult terrain, like if it's not difficult terrain, then I get there and I can attack. But if it's difficult terrain, I would have to like double move to get to her.
It is difficult terrain. All the tree routes are difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's what that. Okay, so Dreon doesn't have an attack. He's just meowing.
Okay. That will end the round. It is 9 o'clock. And I am going to mark that Bonsai still has, 6 stacks of stun.
Yep.
Still on him. And now that's in the VOD, so I won't cheat. But things are looking
put it in the chat,
interesting.
too.
Oh, very good. Thank you, thank you. Things are looking very interesting for you all. As thankfully, she feeble-minded the cat and not Rain or Flix, but Bonsai is struggling against the onslaught of harpies. As a reminder, you can remove his stacks with various magical skills. Killing harpies will also do it. That is what you have discovered so far, but otherwise, that is where we will end today's session. As we will
So
stop
funny,
the
Stukov-
banger for now.
Stukov is behind me, like begging for his like evening crunchy, so he's just sitting there like, meow.
Is he cosplaying Drion right now?
Yeah, he's
I'm just wondering,
cosplaying Drion.
It just
Yeah, you
makes
should
me
just
realize-
have him roleplay Drion for now on.
It just makes you realize he too is feeble-minded. Aww.
Aww, he's a
All right,
baby.
GG everybody. Fun session. I gotta run.
Later,
All right.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna bounce too. But yeah, this is interesting. I don't know if this is better for Drion or worse, but it's certainly worse for Rangda.
We'll get you figured out.
All right, night everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right. That is it for Arctis today. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the combat. And a little bit of the story on the way. Catch our VODs over on YouTube at ArctisDD. Watch our shorts and funny moments on TikTok and Twitter at PlayArctis. Give us a follow or a small channel. All of your follows are appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm Zarina, your DM. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked everything. Hope you enjoyed. And now they are trying to get to the root of the problem and find out just what is happening to the world tree Sika. And poor Bonsai, well, I need to remind them to insight more at the start of combat, but hopefully when all the harpies are dead and Bonsai is hasted up, the tides of battle will turn. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.